Ahoy! If you're into the dark web, tech, economics, or the journey of a developer, you're in the wrong place because today we have a content producer. And today you're going to gain a rare insight into one of the nerdiest minds I've had the pleasure of meeting. Special guy. His name is Goose. I think we should start.
I'm on. Hello.
Ahoy!
Hello, Thomas.
How are you, man?
Howdy, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, stole you away from your busy schedule as a dad.
Yeah.
You know?
I like the background, man.
Oh, yes, the background's nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like the furniture too.
If I'm thinking, let's start off with an introduction. If you could tell a little bit about yourself, and we'll go from there.
I go by Goose Swain on the internet as well as in real life, and I'm only here because I was on an episode of Dr. Phil where I think I'm Batman, and I go around Florida fighting people that I perceive as criminals, and that led me to become a content creator. And somehow, some way, me and Thomas cross paths. I'm here. So
Fair enough. I remember seeing you on TV, and I thought it was wild that we ever met.
and I shot his wedding too. I was his wedding photographer. So
yes, big recommendation. If you want a beautiful photo, if you want a beautiful wedding video, it's definitely worth it, in my opinion. I mean, I look at that shit and I cry. Actually, I haven't shown my wife everything yet. I'm waiting for the next anniversary, so it's kind of like pops up every now and then, you know, but it's always a heavy hitter. Right. I think we should just jump right into it, you know, because today's a little different. You're not a developer. I usually have devs on, and I figured what you do is part of our journey. Is we need people like you to spread the good word and just kind of be the face of something, or you know what I mean? Like the content production side of things is extremely important to product development and scheduling, things like that. But yeah, if you could share with us something kind of from your past, an experience that you believe was a turning point in your life, and how it shaped up your come up story there. You know, as you said, okay. Dr. Phil. I mean, I think that you've got some very interesting other stuff that you do.
Okay, I think mine's it's short, sweet. When I got out of the military, in my mid-20s, I actually got out with nothing. I didn't have anything. I didn't have any skills at all. So content creation was the only thing that made sense. I didn't have any skills, so I tried armed security. It didn't work out. It was just so yeah. I just started making videos, and yeah, now I have this this thing going on that I don't even know what it is, man. You know.
And the DeFi streets are safer with you in it.
Are they?
I think so.
Thank you, man. I call out bullshit when I see it, man. So
I've seen it, man. I've seen it. The Twitter tweet, or the people buying accounts and stuff.
I'm always humbled by my community, because my community is not that big, but it doesn't take a large community to make a huge impact. It takes like just a really strong core.
Yeah.
And I learned that this year. So I've been making videos for like 6 years now, and
yeah.
It was just,
when did you see did you have a moment there where your viewership, or there was something that you're doing that you saw your follow count or your metric kind of hockey stick?
What does that mean, hockey stick?
Whoop. Truck goes up.
Oh, man, there's, you know, it's a journey. The whole thing's a journey. I think it's very comparable to just life overall. I feel like I've had several hockey sticks, and then shortly after the hockey stick's gone, you know,
Hmm.
and then you have to keep going, no matter how, because when you're serious about something, right? In your case, creating a product or whatever you do, I'm not smart enough to know. Um, so, you know, it can be very depressing when you have it all and then you have nothing, and then you have it
Hmm.
all and then you have nothing, and then you're constantly not sure of yourself, and you know, do I have what it takes? Should I even be here? Maybe somebody else is better fit for the job, and you have all this self-doubt, and so there's been several hockey sticks. I don't have the answer to that question. I think I answered it though by, you know, this whole spiel that I just said.
Yeah, of course. And that makes a lot of sense. I think that imposter syndrome is real in any situation, even for the most experienced people. I remember reading about there was a aerospace engineer that had to Google the curvature of the Earth.
Hmm.
You know, some nonsense like that. But it's really no matter where you're at. Like if you're an advanced dev or if you're a content producer, there's always this tiny details and things like that can throw people off or make you think that, you know, I think coming from the dev perspective, it can come down to a single character that'll throw you off for a whole day, a whole week. But
I don't even know what that means, but
yeah, you're just gonna.
I guess moral of the story is it's so easy to quit. It's so hard to keep going. You know what I mean? It's
That's right.
so
You
easy to
don't.
quit though,
Yeah,
that's what separates the men from the boys,
yeah.
is
You haven't lost yet. You
not
haven't
giving up.
quit. That's true. So, given that, what key advice would you share that made the most impact on your life?
Um, man,
Throwing the hammer down.
I was watching this like round table type of podcast with all these brilliant actors on YouTube last year, and it really impacted my life. There was just one moment. It actually came from Tom Hanks. He said something about basically he said this long quote, and basically he's just saying, this too shall pass. So you feel miserable, this too shall pass. You're happy, you're on top of the world, you think you know everything, this too shall pass. And it's just like it really has made a difference in my life mentally, because I know that everything will pass. Like
It's
if
ebb
I'm,
and flow.
yeah, it is, man. You know, if I'm on top of the world, I can I know, like, okay, enjoy this, but it's gonna pass, you know. So enjoy it while it's here. Don't be sad when it's gone, because it's gonna go. You
Right.
know,
Of
it's
course.
so
Yeah. You can go to the
you
peak,
can't
and then
you
the
can't be there forever. It doesn't work
you
like
gotta
that.
eat. You gotta eat McDonald's sometime. I need a cheeseburger. I'm not gonna stay on. You know.
So I think that those few words, "this too shall pass," made the biggest impact in my life, and it just happened last year at 31 years old. So I guess you could say, you know, I'm happy it didn't happen when I was 51. You know, but certain little things, you know, affect people different ways. You know,
Mhm.
like you said, the wedding photos that I shot for you. You know, you love them and stuff like that. Even though I'm a wedding photographer, I have no feelings about my wedding photos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They're really
it's
good.
just, thanks.
I'll feel for
But
you.
everybody likes different things. You know what I mean? They
Of
feel
course.
different about different things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at
Um,
this, Thomas.
that's okay. That's okay. It's funny. You stream a lot more than I do. And I'm
What do
just
you
now
mean?
finding myself getting more
Oh,
comfortable with this, and even
being on
seeing
camera.
our first episode went out as of today. You guys seeing this? It'll be a few weeks ago. You know, the build up. You know, I've got a bit of nervousness myself, and just trying to get back into the swing of things is kind of weird for me. But you're the man.
Um,
um, yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
just to punch in on that a little bit. Even though, like, I've been on, because some people are like, it's really hard for them to be on front of the camera and talk and all that stuff, and I get that. I think that's most people, and everyone has their own lane. But I just want to say that even though, touching on what you were just saying, I've been in front of the camera thousands and thousands of hours now. It's still so hard to press that go live button. It's so difficult. And the days, which most days I don't stream, I don't do anything. You know, I network and stuff like that on the back end, but most days I can't press the go live button. I just can't physically do it. Yeah. So, and that's, I feel
you
like
know
a
what you're
lot of
about to
people
get
have that.
into. There's so much that people don't see on the other side of it. You know, like, what was your day like? You know, actually, you know, maybe I should just ask it. You know, how was your day leading up to, you know, maybe perhaps even now.
My day was tough,
Different.
man. Waking up 5 a.m. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. just because this is a full-time job, obviously, and very little reward. This is a tough job. A lot of people think that like creating content stuff is
That effort.
it's fun and easy and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I love it, but it's a tough job, man.
It takes
But
a lot
anyways,
to make it come out look easy
it
and
does.
fun. Yeah.
It does. I mean, the networking alone, it's but yeah, went to bed at 2, woke up at 5. I have a little baby girl. I only have one kid. She is a handful, man. So I've literally just been taking care of her all day. My wife works full time. So you know, she has like an office job and stuff like that. So I'm the stay-at-home mom, and I'm also trying to be you know, get a big break and fucking you know, make a lot of money so my wife doesn't have to go to work and she can stay here while I focus on my dreams and aspirations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anyway, long story short, to answer your question, it was a very tiring day, as it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're you're in your 30s now, aren't you? Aren't you 30 or so?
Oh yeah, I'm turning 35 here in a minute. Yeah.
Oh wow, you look great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't let the beard fool you guys. I've seen this dude in person, no wrinkles. He looks fantastic.
It's
The
all
beard's
it's
just a
all
little-
under the beard.
And beautiful hair too. You would think he was bald like me because he's wearing a beanie hiding his scalp, but no, beautiful locks this man has, man. Gorgeous. Anyway, sorry.
That's funny. So, I mean, this kind of goes into one of my next normal questions. Given that you have like kind of it's when you become a dad, it's like that becomes life in a way. It is the first priority. And you know, how do you manage or how do you maintain a balance between your professional and personal life? And do you have any strategies that kind of like emerged in the last little while for you that you rely on to stay focused and motivated?
It's been so tough, man, trying to balance both. I still don't have it down. I just started seeing a psychiatrist for the first time in my life because I've been having such a hard time acclimating, adjusting, whatever, to my new role as a father, as a husband, which is also relatively new. It's been tough, man. So I don't have I do a really bad job at balancing my job and being a husband and a dad. I do a terrible job, and I get in trouble for it all the time. My wife will be, and I'm sure this goes for a lot of other go-getters. It doesn't have to be in content creation. It could be in your job. My wife will be talking to me, and my brain is just completely absorbed by my work. And I know she's talking. I can't listen. I can't hear anything. I don't.
It's
I
like
don't
there's
hear
someone
anything.
talking in the distance, and it just doesn't register.
It sounds like
I'm
the
there with
Sims
you.
characters. How they're like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and it's like, it's really hard to balance both. And you know, you get the you're not listening to me. You don't ever listen. You know, you know, why don't you work less, or just stop working? Just stop doing that. You know, how about you focus on me? You know, all those sorts of questions and stuff like that. I'm still trying to balance everything. Yeah, every time I think I'm doing good at it, I get a reality check that I'm actually just not doing a good enough job. You know.
Yeah.
Just because I am so serious about.
If it's of any consolation, everyone that I've asked that question so far, of all go-getters, right? Everyone has the same answer, including myself, is I don't have a balance. As I've meshed them so far into each other that it's just part of the fabric of the day, you know? in a way. It just kind of comes out, and I see a lot of those same challenges too. It's I feel like if a person is trying to build success in any setting, it comes with some kind of personal sacrifice or a dedication, and it's, you know, no matter what it is that you're trying to do. If it, you know, Goose, when you're showing photos of your butt on the internet, you know, still that's part of it, and that's part of the content creation and getting the image out there, whatever the image is. You know, it takes serious effort, and I don't think that people see that, and that's why I kind of started the show to begin with.
You just made me sound like an OnlyFans content creator.
Okay, well,
I'm not, by the way. I'm not, but I could be for the right amount of money.
Yes.
Like footfinder.com. It's a real thing.
What? A foot finder?
Feetfinder.com. Yeah,
Feet
this
finder.
is sponsored.
I'm impressed.
It's a real thing. There's people selling foot pics over there.
Wow. So
get on it.
Here, let's jump down a bit. Now, onto a more positive thing. Behind all of those motivations are inspirations, and I was wondering, what inspired you to kind of pursue your career, your area of expertise, and how did you get started in this field? You signed into YouTube one day and it's like,
sleeping on my grandma's couch at 26 years old, you know, that's pretty inspiring. That's all it took, man. You know, being
Sometimes
like, I'm 26 years old, seeing the people you went to high school with having professional careers and, you know, families already, and you have like $300 and you're on your grandma's couch, and you have no adult skills. You're, you know, really good at shooting a gun, and that's it, you know. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, just being poor, man. That's, you know, that's what it is.
That's a motivator.
Being poor,
for sure.
inspired and motivated me.
Well,
poor people. Am I allowed to curse on here?
We'll bleep it.
I'm still poor, by the way. Too. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. I mean, you know, it's actually quite incredible, I think, that you've stuck with what you're doing for so long, and that it's a thing to do, and it's neat. I've loved you from a distance for a long time.
Thanks, man. I couldn't do it without my wife.
Dude, yeah. I don't know how you. So, Dr. Phil, I'm just gonna. Was she must have been in on it, or was that a surprise? It couldn't have been a surprise.
Real.
That was real.
That's real.
So you guys went up there. There was no prep, like we're gonna troll Dr. Phil, or
no.
Nope.
Wow.
She just went in.
I'm not under NDA or anything.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Actually, yes, I am under an NDA, but it's regarding the treatment from staff, which staff treated me fantastic on the show. So
that's good.
Yeah.
So you just can't tell us how well they treated you.
No, I mean, I just can't tell. Like, apparently, they're. I guess the NDA exists because people get off the show and the staff was like mean to them or something. But I think just there's so many that come on the show that they're the people that complain at restaurants whenever they go. You know, so I don't know. Maybe they have that problem, but no, they were great with us, man. Yeah, really sweet.
Well, if nobody wants to mess with Batman.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
That had to have been it.
Yeah. They edited the episode a little weird though to like make me look more crazy or whatever. I was making a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, cleaning up the streets is very. No, I'm just messing. I already know. Okay, so what trends or developments in your industry do you find most exciting or promising, and how do you see them shaping the future?
Man, AI, obviously. I think that I don't even know.
Have you started using it in your stuff?
I haven't, but I've been really debating doing it takes a powerful computer, which I have, but live deep fakes and then trolling people live as the deep fakes, right?
Okay.
So like my goal, I know it's like a weird goal, would be to get a actual cease and desist letter from like somebody that I'm deep faking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like an
I think if you
aspiration
do
of
it
mine.
enough, it'll happen.
Well, you could do it all day, but if you're not successful at it, if it doesn't blow up, then you'll never get a cease and desist letter, you know?
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
a man can dream, though. It's.
A man can
I
dream.
support you.
Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, I think
And
AI is going to be game changing for content creation in general. And actually the world, right? The world.
Mhm.
Probably
Dude.
in your field as well.
It's
Definitely.
been very interesting. Yeah, some of it can produce code, but it's not always, it doesn't work all the time. So you've got to
Hmm.
patch it. I think what's really important is AI is not going to disrupt too much of the builders or the people who actually know things. I think we're going to see a lot more entry level people jumping in because now they've got the boost. They've got, this thing they can ask that will catch them up or bridge the gap.
Groundwork.
But I think it's a great, if you already know a lot about your field, that it can help you a great deal as a tool. I don't see it replacing too much, though. It's maybe it's just my being naive, but
No, it's probably
just the
similar
current state
to
is-
art. Yeah, it creates like really beautiful pieces of art, but it's still not. It doesn't have the human touch, man. You know, the hands are still up. You get with like 2 fingers on their hand, and it just
Yeah.
it's not the same. Obviously, it's nice in a pinch, or like you said, for a beginner. Now they got the groundwork, the basics of or whatever, and that inspires them to actually carry on their development career into something else. But yeah.
So you're streaming on a new platform. It's Kick, right?
Yeah.
And Kick is the new steak thing, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Not sponsored. This is not sponsored. They're sponsoring everything now.
Kick is owned by Stake, as far as I know.
Okay. Yeah. Do you what's your draw, I think, keeping you over there? Or maybe like why you went over there? I see you streaming there now a lot.
There's something about not like, what's the word? Loose censorship that I love. And on top of that, so I mean, there's you can't say anything and do anything you want on that platform, but you can do most, like everything in my content. I can't give 100% on YouTube. I just can't. I'll lose my account. I can give 100% on Kick. No holds barred or whatever. This is not sponsored. I know I'm like, but anyway, edit this out. But yeah, to answer your question, I just love the I don't like censorship, man.
That's fair.
I'm an absolutist. So
you should be able to be yourself through the whole thing. And I noticed a very specific kind of content. I think it's probably why yours kind of piques my interest, is that you see a lot of cancel culture go around, but content that's a lot like yours is almost impervious to that, because what are they going to cancel you for? Everything else? Or, it's not even, it's about the consumption, the bubble that you're in and your community where they love it. Right. And there's not like a whole lot of outside influence. I think it's great that people are able to kind of choose where, like ahead of time, just thinking about who's going to consume my content, and how am I going to stay me. Right. I see a lot of people people are pretending. People try to be something they're not on cam, or something that's not comfortable. I think a lot of people have personas and things like that, but if it doesn't flow naturally, if you have that ability,
they won't make it in the long run.
That's right. It's a common theme here is, do what you love what you do, and you don't work a day in your life is very important.
Yeah.
And
if you're not married, marry the right person too. That is fucking huge. Either don't get married, that's the safe bet, or marry the right person. And that's so hard to know, because after you get married, it could be a completely different person.
Dude.
But If it wasn't for my, if it wasn't for my wife, or if I would have married the girl before her, I'd be man. You know, like my wife like keeps me, you know, I don't know, I might be dead. You know, I don't even drink alcohol anymore. Like, wives are good. Wives are good for you. Or not to be so not inclusive, but you know, if you're gay, husbands might be good. I don't know. I don't know personally, but the partners are so, the right partner is
support structure.
Yeah, the right support, you know. Yeah, because dude, I've seen it happen so many times where somebody's spouse just completely breaks them down, and that's it.
Yeah, I see it a lot too, where, or especially for like people who work at home, people who don't work at home kind of see the rest of us a different way. You know, me personally, growing up, people would tell me a lot while I was trying to learn websites and things like that. You know, get a real job, and you're not doing anything. You're just at home. You're talking to people.
I've heard that
all the time. You know, but we're moving mountains over here. You just can't see them. And the support structure is everything in that. My wife pushes me down the stairs if my goals are there, or up them. You know, wherever I need to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've run out of questions. Is there anything that you want to tell our audience today? If there's a fledgling YouTuber, content creator person out there, what would you like to impart?
Don't come to me for help, first of all. Just don't. That's it, man. You know,
that's good advice.
Go find somebody else. I got enough things going on, enough problems, enough issues. Oh man.
Definitely go to him for photos though.
Yeah, I am a part-time wedding photographer, so and I do fly. I will fly to you. So, which I did for Thomas. I flew across the United States. But anyway, I guess the one thing I do want to say is something I said earlier. This too shall pass, man. Whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Whether it's good, bad, mediocre, it's gonna change. Your situation's gonna change.
Dude,
could get better, could get worse.
That's right.
But it'll change it again and again and again forever until you die. That's life. So
that's incredible advice, man. I think a lot of people getting into this stuff or just trying to grind on the internet don't know how hard it is. It's an everyday thing. Your work, there are no hours. It's, you know, if there's a disaster, you got to go fix it. You know, somebody's wrong on the internet, you got to reply. I have that problem.
It's mentally draining, man. You want to be on top every day, but the truth is you're likely on the bottom most days, and you still have to keep going. You know, for the way I explain it to people that work regular jobs, I say, imagine you wake up for your 9-to-5 job, you walk in, and your boss tells you suck, by the way, but, you know, continue working until 5 p.m. You work your hardest until 5 p.m., being super productive, doing everything you can for this job, and on your way out, your boss is like, you still suck, but I'll see you tomorrow, you know? And you have to come back. Yeah, you got to keep coming back. Or you can, the easy thing is just quit, you know? So, anyway.
Yeah. I tell people that complain to me about their jobs to quit and find a new one. It's not the best advice, but that's why my wife calls me an eldritch horror. It's like, give people what they want, not what they need.
It could be good advice. Everyone's different, you know? That could be the best decision that they've ever made. Or the worst. But it's going to pass.
This too shall pass.
It's going to pass. That's it, man.
Yeah. The highs and the lows. Damn. You won the internet today.
I didn't win nothing, man.
I think I probably needed that. You know?
Maybe. Thank you for coming to church. Love you, man.
Thank you for holding church.
I love you, Thomas.
I love you, buddy.
I love you more.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, sir, I won't keep you for too long. I know you got to go back to your family and stuff. So,
Well, hey, thanks for having me on. It's an honor. I shouldn't even be here, so
yeah.
thank you.
Well, that's okay, buddy.
I appreciate it, bro.